Hello, I'm Steve. This is Bit of Munch. Now, I do like a pork pie, especially when it's a slightly unusual pork pie, or even a very unusual pork pie. So when I spotted these in Morrisons, I just had to pick them up. Chilli jam topped mini pork pies. He said, holding the box at an angle because I don't want any more of the jam to come off the topping. I tell you what, I picked these up in Morrisons, held them flat, while I was looking at it. So I haven't looked at the back of the box. I don't know what it says on there. Put them in basket really flat. Put them in my shopping bag really flat. Then when I did the thumbnail, of course, I just held it up, didn't I? Like I normally do. So, yeah. All I can tell you at the moment is they were £3. There's 4 of them. And it says, with seasoned British pork, hand finished with chilli jam, mild, 200 gram pack. So what I'll do, I'll get them out the box. I've got a plate here. Where are we? I've got a container to put a couple of them in. So I'll probably eat 2 now and have 2 for tomorrow or whenever. So yeah, I'll get them sorted out, get that chilli jam off of the plastic here, and yeah, get them sorted out basically. I'm back in a minute. Right, that was fun getting them out of the box, out of the container. I'll show you what I did. They were in this little plastic tray, so I had to sort of push the underneath and then grab them on top, which meant I got the chilli jam all over my fingers. And to be fair, I didn't get that much because most of it is on the top. There's not much on the sides, but there is a little bit. And then I've got a knife inside the box to scrape out what was that. Yeah, you don't know all that. There it is. So I've cut one of them up. One of them's still whole, as you can see. And the other 2 are in a container in the fridge. Right. This is definitely a knife and fork job. Definitely. This isn't the sort of pork pie you can just pick up and take a bite of, What does it say? 4 chilli jam topped mini pork pies, seasoned cured pork filling in hot water crust pastry and topped with sweet chilli jam. And these are 25% pork and 16% chilli jam. You've got red chilli puree and chilli in the ingredients. Also got lemon juice. I'm just picking out the things that are quite interesting. Unfortunately, there is palm oil. Yeah. I don't often mention that in products because it's in so many different products, and quite often it'll just set people off if I keep mentioning it. So, excuse me, I usually just don't mention it. Right, I don't think there's anything else much to tell you about these, so we'll just dive in and give them a try, shall we? Wonder how sweet they're going to be. Oh yeah, there's the traffic light system if you really want to have a look at that. I mean, not going to be good for you, are they? And that's based on 1 pie. Yeah. Okay. I have a fork. Let's have a go. Which piece? Which piece? Let's have that piece. That's really interesting because initially you're thinking, well, it's a pork pie with jam on it. And yes, to an extent it is. But there's more to it than that because you've got the chilli. It is quite a mild chilli, to be fair. but the sweetness isn't too sweet. It's really interesting, really good. Yeah, I like. Now, as I do quite often when I review things, I say to you, what could I have with them? Apart from, the obvious, which is salad. What else could you have with these? What else could you have with these? That chili heat is building a little bit. Not a huge amount, but yeah, a little bit. It's really good quality pastry. It's a very firm pork filling. It's not a soft, squidgy pork pie, far from it. Yeah, that's very good. Let's do a quick summing up. And then I've got something else to show you here. I'll show you that in a minute. Right. Wait for the siren to go past. New from Morrisons. Chilli jam topped mini pork pies. Are they a bit like a pork pie with jam on? Well, yeah, sort of, but there's a lot more to it than that, because you've got the chili heat, which is mild, but it is building a bit. It's not an overpowering. It's not like it's not like getting a pork pie and spreading strawberry jam on it. It's not that sweet. It's a very good quality pastry, very firm, meaty filling, and it's an interesting product. It's interesting to eat. Yeah, I'd have these again. Got the other two in the fridge to have tomorrow. But what do I have with them? I haven't thought of anything yet, by the way. But I've got some crisps to show you. Now, I got these from Morrisons a couple of days ago. But as you can see, I've already tried them. I had to try them immediately as soon as I got home, actually, because I was so interested in them. Now, I'll show you the packet. Any of you speak Polish? Can you understand any of that? There you go. You might be able to. Luckily, it has got a bit of English on the back. These are £1.60, by the way, Morrisons, for a big bag, 130 grams. These are potato crisps with butter and salt flavour. Now, I have reviewed a few Morrisons crisps in the past. Not for a long time, but I have done them in the past. But yeah, butter and salt. And these are very buttery. And very salty. They're very good, but they're not the sort of crisps I would buy that often, because it is such a rich buttery flavour that it's not the sort of thing I would want often, but they are a top quality crisp. Question is, of course, what are they like with these chili jam pork pies? I've got to do it, haven't I? Because as someone pointed out, when I reviewed those hash brown bakes, I didn't try them together, which I should have done. Because normally in my videos, if I've got a couple of things, I like to combine them, don't I? So, here we go. Let's get a bit of this this pork pie. Come here. Chili jam top pork pie. That is a great combination. That works. Yeah. Obviously it adds saltiness, it adds butteriness. What a surprise. But the flavours really combine well together. And strangely, it seems to enhance the sort of the pork flavour. That's weird. But good. You know, weird in a good way. Okay. So, yeah. Drop your suggestions down below what I can do with the other two. Apart from having with these crisps. I mean, I'll be having the rest of this with the crisps. A favourite of mine, just while I'm here, is just to have ordinary pork pies, you know, just like bog standard pork pies, you know, Pork Farms ones or whatever, with cheese and onion crisps. They work so well. You get some, even the cheapy pork pies, you get some cheap pork pies, cut them up, you know, so you've got loads of little pieces. You don't need a fork to eat them, obviously. Chuck a load of cheese and onion crisps on your plate. Use a big plate, you know. And sit down and watch telly and enjoy. There's a suggestion for you. There's a suggestion for you for the football that's coming up, actually. And I will be watching it. I haven't watched any of the matches so far. I'm not really a football fan. But when England do really well, which, you know, they're doing incredibly well at the moment, and I've heard that the next one is on Wednesday at 8 p.m, so no work the following day, so ideal. I'll be watching it. Right, I'll stop rabbiting now. I'll let you get on with whatever you're doing, and I will get this video uploaded. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.